So if you're in flight training, you might have thought when you're scrolling through aircraft sales website, hey, a monthly loan payment on that is actually cheaper than renting at my flight school. But the purchase price is just cover charge to get into the club. It is incredibly easy to get blinded by the nominal cost of buying the airplane. But what really kills you is the maintenance. Nobody wants their dream of ownership to turn into permanently grounded financial nightmare. Today we're going to tell you what it really costs to keep an aircraft airworthy, how to pick a starter plane that won't bankrupt you, and a powerful FAA loophole that lets you legally bypass professional mechanics entirely. By the end of this video, you will know how to pick an airplane that matches your real-world mission, and how to avoid getting blindsided by annuals, and how building your own airplane unlocks the ultimate legal cheat code to aircraft maintenance. Number 1. The true cost of ownership. Airplane ownership costs are divided into two distinct categories. Fixed cost, what you pay even if the airplane just sit in the hangar, and variable cost, what it costs per hour to flip the master switch. If you don't calculate this correctly beforehand, you risk creating a garage queen, a plane you own but can no longer afford to actually fly. Fixed costs include your hangar rent, tie-down fees, a specialized aviation insurance, and the dreaded annual inspection where a mechanic strips the plane down to find hidden issues. Variable costs include your fuel bond and your engine overhaul reserve fund, money you must set aside every hour to pay for a new engine when it times out. As a rule of thumb, if you are not flying at least 50 to 100 hours every single year, it is almost always mathematically cheaper to keep renting from a flight school. So grab a calculator and check your logbook. If you fly frequently enough to justify owning, drop your annual hour count in the comment below. Number 2, mission profiling and top starter planes. Mission profiling means buying an aircraft built for a 90% of the flying you actually do, rather than 1% of dream trip you take once a year. Why? Buying a complex 6-seat gas-guzzling cross-country machine just because you might carry a full load of passengers one weekend a year will bankrupt you during routine maintenance. For first-time owner, your target should be simplicity and reliability. You want a plane with massive parts, network, and predictable flight characteristics. So look at classic starter platforms like Cessna 152 or ultra budget solo commuting, or Cessna 172 or Piper Cherokee 140 for reliable 2 to 3 person weekend cruiser, or Grumman AA5 if you want sporty handling and canopy you can slide back while taxiing. Look at your logbook and check your last 10 flights. How many passengers did you actually bring? So if answer is 1 or none, you don't need a 6-seater. Number 3, 51% home-built loophole. So this is the Experimental Amateur Built, or EAB, aircraft certification pathway governed by FAA. Normally, you legally cannot perform an annual inspection on a certified aircraft unless you are licensed A&P mechanic with an inspection authorization. This loophole completely bypasses that restriction, saving you thousands of dollars annually. Under the FAA's 51% rule, if you assemble more than half of the aircraft yourself for your own education or recreation, you are legally considered the builder. As a primary builder, you are eligible to apply for FAA Experimental Aircraft Builder Repairman Certificate. This certificate gives you the lifelong, exclusive legal right to sign off on the mandatory annual condition inspection for that specific aircraft. This repairman certificate is strictly non-transferable. So if you buy a used experimental aircraft that someone else built, you can perform all the daily maintenance, but you cannot sign off on the annual inspection yourself. You will still need to hire A&P mechanic to do it. So would you put in the sweat equity to build a 51% of your own kit plane to earn your repairman certificate, or would you rather buy certified? Let me know in the comment right now. So owning an airplane is the ultimate achievement in aviation, but it requires cold, hard math. Ensure you choose an aircraft that fits your true 90% mission, plan safely for your fixed annual cost, and remember that building your own aircraft unlocks the ultimate right to maintain and inspect your own machine. So next time we are diving deep into how to negotiate a pre-buy inspection so you don't accidentally purchase someone else's structure nightmare. The financial realities of ownership can seem daunting, but there is absolutely nothing like walking out to the ramp, pre-flighting a machine that has your name on the registration, and flying wherever you want, whenever you want. If this breakdown cleared up the confusion surrounding ownership and aircraft maintenance rules, hit the subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss our upcoming aviation content. So safe flight and happy landings.